of all the conferences I've ever been to in my life, and there have been a great many, there was something magical and very moving about what you curated, the energy in the room, the people that were there. And look, long may that continue. And I will answer the question, but I just want to say I've just come back from COP27, and the mood and the atmosphere and the energy in the built environment part of COP27 compared to the mood, the environment and the energy in CRE Tech Copenhagen. One was around the scale of the challenge, and the other one was about the energy and the commitment and the people coming together. So thank you for putting on an incredible conference, and I have every confidence that you'll continue to do it. I will take you back to May and Copenhagen. I'd just come back from Peru and had a near-death experience, and so part of making you all cry was connecting you to a sense of mortality. And I think part of the scale of this challenge, 40% of cities being us and carbon emissions, but also according to the UN report, we need to decarbonize as an industry by 60%. So we produce 40% emissions, but as an industry, we collectively need to decarbonize by 60% by 2030. So, at a conservative estimate, we've got 7 years left to get on with that. And that's every piece of real estate that's ever been built, just to frame the scale of the challenge. That's to stay below 1.5 degrees. It's entirely possible that we've breached 1.5 degrees already. 6 of the 12 feedback loop mechanisms have apparently are already showing indices of having breached. And there's no trigger moment. There's nothing that humans will experience to go, right, we just crossed a threshold. So the urgency is existential and the scale is enormous. And what I talked about in Copenhagen was how to personalize that and bring that back to what you can do. The recycling your water bottles and driving an electric car and then going to the office and commissioning a heavy building, understand where your impact is and what control you have within your professional domain to do something about it, whether it's decarbonizing existing stock or building very light new stock. And so the opportunity, if we can, collectively as a species, to stay below 1.5 degrees is that half of the world's population still have access to clean water. Half of the world's animal population still have access to livable territory. We get 10 million fewer climate refugees. So that's what we're playing for. It's not table stakes. This is actual survival, livability of humans in environments that we've invested a lot of our lives and our money into. Karab Hanna's just written a book around climate migration and movement and the scale of human movement we're going to see over the next 20 years. So Copenhagen was really about accepting a collective challenge and bringing it back to individual responsibility and individual action with a few tears thrown in and some Peruvian shaman inspiration. There you go.